This is the video tutorial for the Happy Days Easy Grip jar opener. You can add a ribbon to hang it, or you can add a magnet. They both have fabric on the one side so you can coordinate your kitchen, and they both have gripper fabric on the other side. You'll need some non-slip grip mat fabric, some cotton fabric, and optional is either a magnet or a piece of ribbon to hang it up with. And here's how we make it. Using your template, cut one piece out in your cotton fabric and one piece out in your grip fabric. Place right sides together. If you are using directional fabric as I am, make sure this is where you leave your gap at the top. So place it right sides together. Line up all the sides and edges and then add some clips. I've added my clips all the way around and I've remembered to leave my gap sign, and it's from the gap sign I'm going to start, and I'm going to sew along and stop, way down, stop, across the bottom and stop, back up and stop, and back to the gap sign and stop. I'll be using a 1/4 inch seam allowance for this project. I've sewn all the way around using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I've remembered to leave my gap, and I've also snipped each of the 4 corners. And it's through the gap now. I'm going to turn it the right way out. I've turned it the right way out and I've pushed out all 4 corners, and I've also folded in the raw edge of the gap. We're now going to add the ribbon. You need to find the centre. It's a bit difficult to see on this fabric, but I've measured and I've put a little mark with my heat erasable pen where the centre is. Take your ribbon and fold it one on top of the other as I've done, and then carefully place it between the layers, ensuring that it's in the centre. I'm using the mark I made to make sure it's in the middle, and then add a pin. I've top stitched all the way around. I increased my stitch length to a 4 for this, and this has closed up the gap and fixed the ribbon into place. And that's your easy grip jar opener with ribbon all finished. Rather than using a ribbon, you can use a magnet. I've put my magnet inside and it's free to move about at the moment, but that's okay. I've also folded in the raw edge of my gap and added some clips. I'm now going to top stitch all the way around using a scant 1/4 inch. I'm going to increase my stitch length to a 4 and sew carefully all the way around, and this will seal the gap. I've top stitched all the way around and this has automatically sealed the gap. I'll push my magnet right up into this corner, and then I've taken a ruler and I've drawn a line across, and this will be my sewing line. I'm now going to take it over the sewing machine. I'm going to swap to my zipper foot so I can get in real close, and I'm going to sew all along this line. And that's your Happy Days Easy Grip jar opener all finished.